Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek Cupboard, I'm Penge, and welcome back to Civilization VII, where last time we finally got a factory up and running, which is all very good news for us. And here is the factory, over in the capital, and we're looking at this because I do really like the factory models on the map. I think they look really good. There's a great big kind of factory building over here, with a big chimney kicking out loads of smoke over there, and then over here there's a littler factory look, with a littler chimney kicking out a bit less smoke, and I like that. I like the fact there's not just kind of one great big mega factory. There's a little tiny factory here to kind of show that it's not just one big building. It's like a little industrial area with many factories and things. And I do quite like that. I think they look very good. These are a bit menacing though. Having zoomed in to look at this, these things are looking pretty menacing. Ibn Battuta, are you okay? Are they kind of just stuck in there? Or are you plotting something? I don't know. He doesn't look very angry with us, so I don't imagine he's going to attack us anytime soon, but they do look a little bit menacing, don't they? Those things are huge. The people on this fishing boat must be very, very nervous with that thing next to them, but okie doke, there we go. So we have a factory up and running, which means we can now pick up some lovely railroad tycoon points. At the minute, I'm not quite sure how many we've got, but it's possibly 2 or 4. I'm not entirely sure. Not very many, but we're off the mark. That's the important thing. And now every turn, we're going to earn more and more of these. And of course, we're going to get even more if we build more factories and then plug more resources into them. So let's get time ticking on and get more factories on the go, shall we? Although down here in Cohato, what do? I think let's get a cannery underway here. So work on a cannery and then we'll buy you a railway station, Cohato. That's what we will do when we have the money in a couple of turns. So yeah, work on a cannery for food, pop that into there. Okay, right, go to the next turn. Also, we are going to do something with one of our civics shortly. I think, yeah, well, I say shortly, in 14 turns, when globalism has been fully understood, we are going to do something which is a little bit drastic for us. We're going to make quite a big, bold decision that could possibly cause us problems, but I think the benefits kind of outweigh the negatives. I think it's going to be worth doing. Okay, narrative choice. What do we have going on? Oh, we've dug up the thing. We've dug up the thing over here. Right, so we've got ourselves another artifact. At the majestic Uluru, archaeologists, paleontologists, geologists and botanists survey the local environs. Okay, so we've got another artifact. Now, can we put that somewhere? Yes. Okay. We've got 2 more slots for artifacts. Okay, that's quite good. So we're getting more culture from these. And that's always a very handy thing. Okay, well done, explorer person. Good job. Right, what do we do with them now? Hang on. What do we do with the explorer? Where can you go now? Do we get them to look around over here? Or do they come round over here? They're nearer to here. I think maybe, yeah, look, there's a lot of unexplored over here. What if we just head straight down? What if we just go straight down here and have a little look around? I don't know if we can get to any other sites and do some more digging. Because, yeah, we can't get to the regular sites, the sort of archaeological dig sites, because the other Civs have beaten us to that by probably many hundreds of years. But possibly, if there is a natural wonder, we can go and do a little bit of digging around them. But I'm not sure. We've got that one over there. We've got that one. And wasn't there another one that we could do? Oh, yeah, over here. But we are quite a distance away from both of those, I feel. So maybe, yeah, you just have a bit of a wander. It's fine. What do we need to actually get all of these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need 10 more. We need 10 more of those. Okay, I'm not entirely sure that's going to work. So never mind. Yeah, have a wander about. Where are you? Down here then. Go over here, look. Maybe head in that direction. Look, come down here. Yeah, there is quite a bit of... Oh, there's another explorer over here. Stop it with your explorers. Let me dig some stuff up. Okay, right. Just to show exactly how far behind we are in terms of everything. Over here, we've got Whack Cabnal with loads of planes. Benny Franks has got bomber planes and little kind of fighter planes doing defensive work by the look of it. And there's great big tanks and everything else. We are so far behind. If anybody did declare war on us, we would be in quite a lot of trouble because we just don't have the tech to fight back. But okay, there we go. And okay, right. Early space race leader, as we all sort of thought, oh, It's literally right here. Where is it? With a newly finished launch pad in Whack Cab now, Benjamin Franklin is one step closer to unravelling the mysteries of the heavens. Okay, so he's got around here somewhere a launch pad. If the stars are to be our destiny, we must begin construction of our own launch pad at once. I'm not entirely sure that's going to happen. I don't think we can work out what a launch pad is. Is that it there? Where is the launch pad? Oh, there. There it is. That's very much the launch pad. Okay. Okay. I mean, yeah, that's beyond our comprehension right now. We're just kind of mastering electricity. We're figuring out, how to do some, fuses or something. And, he's got this. But then he does get 1,500 science every single turn, which is just preposterous. So I think at the minute, old Benny F is in line to possibly win. But we shall carry on. So let's go back over here. So we've got you. Hang on, what did you do? Oh, you were adding production, weren't you? Yes, okay, so over here in the capital, our production is currently 63.9, so this should increase it by 12, I think. Yeah, plus 4 production for every city-state that we are suzerain of, and that's 3. So we should get 12 production, 78.3. Was that right? I'm not quite sure, but okay, it's gone up a bit. Yay for that. And then we've just trained up another person. Okay, so Dara Razmi. What's your ability? Activate on a city-state you are suzerain of to turn it into a town under your control. Okay, so we can take one of our city-states and immediately turn it into one of our towns. The only thing is, if we do that, we're going to lose our science boost because we get a plus 5% science boost for every city-state that we're the suzerain of. Which at the minute is 3, I think, isn't it? Yeah, 1 and 2. And then, the chappies in the middle over here makes 3. So I don't know if we want to use you, because then we're going to be 5% down on science. And, we're struggling for that as it is. Okay, right, what we'll do is, we'll park you over here for now. Go and hang out in the grocers. There you go. You can just go and do some green grocery stuff. That'll be fine. You go over there. Right, and then the capital, what can we get you to do? I mean, we could. Just because it means we can build a wonder. Although I'm sure somebody else will get there first. Is it worth spending 13 turns trying to get a wonder in? Just because we can. I mean, it's not particularly good. So Muzibu Azala Mpanga sounds amazing. Plus 2 food on all lake tiles. Plus 2 culture and happiness on lake tiles in this settlement. Ageless must be placed adjacent to a lake. And I think that's our only lake tile. Because I think Ibn Battuta City over here has stolen all the other ones. So we've only got the 1 lake tile. However, I think the first bit, plus 2 food on all lake tiles, is across the entire of our empire. But I don't think we have any lakes. I think is it worth doing? Is it worth spending 13 turns on? Or do we go for research initiatives and other things? I mean, maybe a cannery is going to be more useful. Do you know what? Let's go for a cannery. Sorry, Wonder. And we'll put it there next to the factory. Very good. Okay. And maybe the factory's making the cans or something. I don't know. Right. There we go. Splendid. So let's get time ticking on a bit, shall we? Let's get this all sorted. And I've got a bit of a plan for our civic. In fact, is it worth changing it now? Is it worth changing it now? Hang on. We'll get to the next turn and we shall look at what we're going to do with our civic. Although, yes, it's gonna potentially cause some issues. But I think we might have to do it just to see if we can try to catch up a little bit. So let's go and do this. So you hang around over there. You just sort of have a bit of a snooze. And then you... Crikey, there is a lot of fighting happening. Can you get to here? There's tea there. I think you should go there and have a lovely cup of tea. There we go. These wall bits are very odd. They should all be linked together. Again, this is not how walls should work. There's a bit of a gap here. If you want a gap, put a gate in or something. Okay, so what I'm thinking is, in terms of our civic, at the minute we're doing globalism. And I think the plan was to try to get to hegemony, wasn't it? Yeah, okay. So that means that we can dig up artifacts buried since antiquity, which again, we're probably a little bit late to the party with. I imagine they're all gone. So maybe that's not quite as important. what I think maybe we could do to help us out is maybe go over to one of the ideologies. Because, yeah, we unlocked these last time. With this, when we got political theory, we then unlocked the democracy, fascism, and communism trees. So democracy is about happiness and culture, I think. And you get cultural attribute points and diplomatic attribute points if you unlock that. And then fascism is all about fighting and troops and things and production. So yes, you get assembly lines, and you get sort of production and gold, and then you get cavalry units, and you get economic and militaristic attribute points. And then communism is about science and specialists and things. And yes, if you research that, you get an expansionist attribute point and a scientific attribute point. However, the two things there that you can have, the two policies, are really interesting. They're two very good ones. So you can get +3 science from specialists. Every single specialist will generate an extra 3 science. And by this point in the game, we've got quite a lot of specialists because we haven't got anywhere else to send our people, so we just turn them into specialists. So a 3 science boost from every specialist is quite big for us. That might help out quite a bit. It does cost a bit of gold in towns, but that's sort of okay. However, the next thing down there, the next sort of policy we can take, proletariat, is very intriguing. So you get +6 food from specialists, and then -3 happiness in towns, which is something that we'll have to deal with. But yes, if we get +6 food from specialists, that sort of negates their cost a little bit in terms of the food. So when you add a specialist, we can't really do it right now, I don't think, but when you add a specialist, it takes up a little bit of food and a little bit of happiness. So your city grows a bit slower because there's less food, and they're a little bit less jolly because there's a specialist. I don't know why that makes some people less happy, but whatever the case, they become a bit less happy. However, if we then, say, get that +6 food for specialists, every single specialist is going to generate 6 food, which means the cities will grow quicker, which means you can get more specialists, which means they get more food, which means the cities grow quicker, which means you get more food. And it just goes on from there. So that seems a little bit of a no-brainer to me, having looked into it a bit. Because initially I thought, do you know what? The ideology is, let's not do that. It's too dangerous. But I think it might possibly help. Now, of course, if we do pick one, we're going to be friends with some people who follow that same ideology, and we're going to be not so popular with the ones who don't follow that ideology. But that's just kind of the risk we're going to have to take, I feel. But I think it's worth doing. I think that is definitely worth doing, because then yes, if we just keep growing the cities quicker and quicker, because these specialists are providing huge piles of food, we can then get more specialists in to generate even more science and culture and everything else. And then yes, if we also adopt, if we adopt this thing, if we go for productive forces determinism, of course it's called that, that gives us more science from specialists. And then if we're growing quicker, we're going to get more specialists and get more science. So that might help us catch up a little bit. I mean, are we going to be able to do any space race stuff before Benny Franks? I don't know. I don't think we're going to. But I think we've got to try our very best to at least sort of, edge closer to some sort of victory condition type thing. And I think that will help. So let's maybe not do this. Let's change things around a bit. And let's become a communist. Let's go and work toward becoming a communist. There we go. 12 turns until we become a communist. So a little way off. But yes, I think it's the right thing to do. And then also, something else I thought we could do that we haven't done yet. We do have big powers of influence. So we are ready to do this kind of a thing. How about we do a cheeky little bit of espionage? Because we've got people here that really, really like us. So maybe before we head over to communism and then alienate some of these people because they're not going to be the same sort of ideologies as us, maybe we could do a little bit of stealing from them, possibly. Because then if the people that like us then find out that we're nicking their things, then possibly it'll come down a little bit. They might go from helpful to just, sort of friendly, which is okay. We can deal with that. So maybe if we head over to, say, Benny Franks and go, hey, Benny Franks, 240 influence is required to steal a technological advancement. So how about we do a little bit of that? We're going to go to the dark side and do some of this. I'm surprised we haven't done this before, because it would have helped out quite a bit. But of course, we're trying to make people not attack us. So yeah, that might not have been great. But I think now is the time. No guts, no glory. Let's go and do it. Let's go and do a little bit of espionage, shall we? So let's try and steal a technology from Benny Franks. So go there, 240 influence goes on that, and then maybe Trung Track over here, we can try and steal a governmental secret, which is a civic. So we'll do the same kind of thing to you. And if we get found out, you might not like us a little bit, but it's still going to be a good relationship. So I think, yeah, that's worth doing. So we'll do that. And then we have got a bit left. What do we do with this? Who shall we do open markets with? Okay, Friedrich will do reconciliation for 180. That'll do. So that'll make him a bit less angry. Catherine, have you got an ideology yet? No, you haven't picked one. Neither have you. You have your democratic. You're a communist. Benjamin Franklin, the leader of America, is a communist. Oh, Civ, you wonderful thing. Okay, Trung Track is a fascist. Lafayette is a Democrat. I mean, yeah, do we do this with you, Lafayette? Do we get some gold per turn from you? Do you know what? I think we will. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go there. Boop. Open markets. And there we go. That's a big pile of our influence spent, but I think it's on good things. I think that is going to help a little bit in the long term. I mean, maybe not as much as it could help, but I think it's going to be quite handy. We shall see. And then, yes, hang on. When we get to the next turn, we need to buy a factory. Where else has got... that's not going to help, game. Okay, so stuff over here might now be a little bit on fire. Okay, Koheto's possibly a bit burning. Okay, Koheto's brimming with discontent, maybe because everything is on fire. We'll sort that out in a second. And we began research on communism and are now a permanent member of that ideology. So that's it. We can't be a Democrat, we can't be a fascist. We are now a communist, now and forever. Okay. Right, there we go. You can... I mean, I'm not so bothered about uncovering those few straggly bits there. Head, I don't know, down here somewhere. That'll do. Can you get there? Head down here, have a poke around this part of the world, and we have a narrative choice. Speaker's Corner. In the city park, there is a special place where anyone may stand with any cause and say anything. +3 culture on city parks. Okay, 274... goes up to, I'd love it if it recalculated things properly, 274, 286. Okay, no bad thing at all. A little bit of extra culture, very welcome. Okay, so more flooding has happened. This is not helpful at all. However, this could be quite handy. Friedrich has joined communism. So maybe Friedrich here, who's been looking angrily at us for centuries now, maybe... now me and him can bond over a little bit of communism, and he's going to be a little bit less grumpy. Now, I don't know when the whole sort of ideology thing takes effect. I think maybe we have to get the thing unlocked first, before it's then kind of official. So maybe soonish, Friedrich might not be ready to, look so grumpy at us all the time. We can choose a celebration. We shall have science, please. So 336 science should go up quite a bit, and... we get to pick another social policy. And I think let's go for this. This is quite a good one. So plus 25% gold and happiness toward maintaining buildings. So all of our buildings do have a cost to them, normally in terms of gold and or happiness. So if we do this, then we're going to get a bit more gold to spend and a bit more happiness to put back into the cities, which means that offsets the damage caused by getting lots more specialists. So yeah, we'll do that. Let's go for that. I would like this. I would quite like that. Can we take something out that we're not that bothered about? Have we got something here that we're not too fussed about? Maybe +2 influence from gold buildings? I mean, we don't use influence that much anymore because all the city-states have kind of, been sort of conquered or suzerained or whatever. So they're all fine. So do we need that? Do we need that so much, really? We're just going to use it. We might want to keep it in case people try to denounce us, though. Okay, can we do anything else? That's really good. That's quite good. +3 culture on gold buildings. That's also quite handy. +4 gold in settlements other than your capital if they have a water building, which they all do. So we could lose that. We get 499 gold every single turn anyway. We've only got, how many settlements have we got? We've got 9. So other than our capital, so 8 settlements. So if they've all got water buildings, That's 8 times 4. Maths with penge, 8, 16, 32 gold per turn. And then we could get some more culture and then become a communist quicker. Do you know what? Let's do that. We'll get rid of that. And we will go for humanism. Okay, so culture, gold and happiness are going to change around a little bit here. So let's look at culture and happiness, shall we? Not so bothered about gold. 286 and 183. If we confirm that. 343. Okay, that was quite a good thing to do. We are generating a lot of culture now. That's wonderful. And over 400 science. And our gold has gone up because we're not spending quite so much on the sort of city buildings and such like. Okay, we need to do some repairs, I think, don't we? Hang on. Where, there we go. The things come back, the little kind of city banner thing. Right, let's repair a few things because that's science. So that's important. Repair the schoolhouse. That's important for science. And repair the bang. And repair the bang. Okay, all of our money is now gone, which is a little bit unfortunate. I wanted to buy a railway station or a factory or something, but okay, never mind. And over here in Axum, what are we going to work on? Right, Axum, you work on a cannery and we shall buy you a factory next turn because I think we'll have the money. So cannery can go in down here on the coast. A coastal cannery with the stock exchange. Very nice. And then, yes, next turn we'll buy you a nice thing. You've been damaged. Oh, okay, you can just sort of hang around there. You'll heal up. It's fine. Over time you shall heal. And then you can just have a wander down here, look. Have a little meander around over there. They've got a proper little kind of train track thing going on. With little sort of train sort of holding points, what they're called. That's exciting. There's a bit of track here which isn't very good. That's possibly a bit less good, but maybe that's not finished or whatever. I don't know. Okay, so let's do this. And yeah, as soon as we go to the next turn, we can then get Axum a factory, and then we can get even more railroad tycoon point thingamajigs. Yeah, that's going to be quite handy. Also, we're going to get a little bit more science because we've mastered electricity. We are now the masters of the sparks. And yeah, +1 science on science buildings and more gold on gold buildings. Very nice indeed. Lovely. Okay, so I think in terms of science, we need to do urbanization to unlock all these other things. And yeah, radio is quite good for happiness. Radio stations are good for happiness. And also urbanization gives us department stores, which is also more happiness. Because I think, yes, as your cities grow and grow, the happiness does come down. So we do need to kind of manage that. So yeah, we'll go for urbanization because we can't do much else, I don't think. So there we go. We get to grow. Oh, we're growing Axum. Marvellous. Okay, so what do we do here? Do we go for a big pile of food? Because we've got food out in the sea. Or food over here. Look, 7 food and 1 production from there. Or do we go for a specialist? 5.5 science. Happiness is okay. Food is sort of okay. But that would allow us to get a lot more. Yeah, look at that. If we get that, that's going to allow us to get a lot more sort of special. I know the specialists don't cost food. When we become a communist, the specialists aren't going to cost food. They're going to generate food. Oh no, let's pick a specialist. Yeah, let's go for one of those. Okay, we get 5.5 science from this tile here. So let's go for that, shall we? So it's going to cost us 1.3 food and 1.3 happiness. But again, that's okay. We can deal with that. So there we go. A little bit more science. 449 science now. And again, I know it's not 1,500 science, but I think that's pretty good. Given that we're not really a scientific people, that is not too shabby at all. I'm quite impressed. Right, you guys have a wander to... Oh, okay, you can't go too far. Okay, go down here, look. Have a little nosy around this part of the world. Can you get to just there? Yes, you can. Very nice indeed. Lovely bit of the world. And then over here, Nakonchesi, you can work on a cannery as well. Because that's more food, and more food means we can grow quicker. That's always a good thing. And it can go here with, what is that there? The grocer. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, you can get the food to go in the cans from the grocer across the street. Yeah, there we go. Pop that into there. And then down here, where are we? Axum. Okay, so Axum, purchase a factory. Okay, so where shall we put it? We could just put it here. On that empty spot for 8 lovely production. Although if we put it here, we build over the yin. I think let's put it here. Let's put it over the yin, shall we? Let's just do that. So boop, factory goes in, and now we can go to here, and yeah, there we go. Axum has a factory. Okay, so what do we do with this? What do we do with Axum City's factory? Now, unfortunately, we've only got one lot of tea, which is a bit sad. Tea gives us plus 3% science, which is very good. We like that. Science is a good thing. We want to have lots of science. But yeah, there's only one unit of it. So we get plus 3 science. I don't know if it's global. I'm not quite sure. Or if it's just the city. But also, of course, the more things we plug in, the more railroad tycoon points we're going to get, which is kind of what we're doing this for. So what if we do that? Plus 3 culture. Yeah, so we've got cocoa in the capital. But yeah, could we... The capital's really good for culture. Hang on, can we switch this around a bit? Can we take that out? Can we change that now? I don't know if we can change that. So let's say we wanted the capital factory to work on the cowling clay. Yeah, here we go. So put that in. So culture 127, and then it's still 127. I assume it's affecting it globally then. So yes, let's do that. The happiness is sort of okay. There is one bit left. There is a bit left. But okay, then Axum, you can have the cocoa. So you go there, have a bit of cocoa there. That should make you a bit happier. But again, it's not doing the numbers here. So I assume it's a global thing rather than a city thing. It just says plus 3% happiness. It doesn't say in this city. So I assume it just means everywhere. Because these goods are shipped everywhere. That's the whole point, isn't it? They're not sort of, applicable to only this city. That's why we've built a great big rail network going on. So, I assume it's a kind of a whole sort of, empire-wide kind of a thing. But okie doke. Yes, and we could get another 3% culture if we take something away. The only thing is, all of these things are kind of key. Okay, we need to build something to give us another resource slot over here in the capital. That would be handy. But okay, right, that's fine. That's all good. So now we've got 2 factories. So we should, hang on, we can track this now. So yes, we've got 12 railroad tycoon points. And yes, we need to get to 20 to get to the next step on this little thing here. Quick check on this. Well, of course he's at the top. Benny Franks has got 446 of them. And we've got 12. Okay, right. The only thing we're looking good on, barring this one here, because we're on 0 and that's not really representative, is this one over here. We've got 5 artifacts, but that's kind of it, and I don't think we're going to get too many more. Okay, fine, here we go. Let's just tick time on and try to unlock the secrets of both urbanization and communism. Right, there we go. We are now officially communist. Marvellous. So yes, we get those 2 policies, which are quite good. We also get 3 ranged units in the capital, which I guess is okay. And then yes, we do get also an expansionist attribute point and a scientific one. I don't know if we have a scientific point just yet. I'm not quite sure. So... can we change our policies? I think we should be able to. But if we press OK, does it come out of the policy changing options thing? I think we should be able to do it. So we'll go OK. And then also, we've got urbanization. So we can have another settlement, but we can build opera houses and, very importantly, department stores. That's going to be quite good for happiness. Okay, so that's that looking pretty good. And then, yes, here's our 3 ranged units. I mean, given that everybody else is, we've got this massive kind of battleship over here, and there's tanks and aeroplanes, and, we've got some chappy with, cannons on top of an elephant. I kind of feel like maybe this isn't going to be overly helpful, but okie dokie, you can go just there. You can sort of go and stand over there, and you can come down here, maybe. Go and stand over there, look. That's where you guys can go. Oh, we've got a migrant. Okay, that's interesting. That's just 1 free pop. Okay, do you know what? You can go into here. You can resettle over here in Krung Thep. Yeah, you go and do that, please. Boop. And... oh, right, the migrants can't become specialists. Okay, and also we don't have the proper... we haven't got the things on here with the resources that we're going to get from this. Okay, I think... we can work it out. So yeah, 4 food, 1 production, 1 gold from there. And then it's 5 food and 1 gold from the coast tiles over here. Let's go and work that lake tile, shall we? Okay, explorer guy over here. You can just carry on wandering about. have a little nosy around. You've got to cross that river. I thought maybe they might have built a bridge by now, but nope, you get in a boat and go around. Okay, that's fine. Right, now we need to choose a civic. So let's do this. So do we go for centralism? Do we do that? Towns gain science equal to your scientific attribute, and towns gain food equal to expansionist attribute. But that does cost happiness and culture for things. Okay, we could do that, or we could go back over here to get globalism that we started a little while ago. Do you know what, let's do that for now. Let's go back to globalism. We shall work on that. And then in terms of tech, what do we go for now? Maybe radio. Radio is good because, yeah, the radio stations are good for influence, but also happiness. And yes, as we've said, happiness is going to take a knock with the amount of specialists and things that we're going to get. Why does it say 0 turns? Why does it say 0 turns? Are we getting a free science for some reason? Are we? Oh, hang on. Have we nicked it? Did we nick the science? Okay. We've stolen a lot of science. Your action still technological advancement was not discovered by Benjamin Franklin. You gain the following effect. We receive almost 5,500 science. That is a preposterous amount. That's 11 turns for us. And the spy remained hidden. So he doesn't know. Okay. Wow. Okay, that was really good. We're going to do that again. Hi, Benny Franks. How are you? Can we steal some more of your stuff? Thank you. Splendid. Okay, if we can do that again, that would be very, very jazzy. I'd like that. Okay, right. That's really good. Hang on a minute. We can grow some cities. This is a city over here, which is, yeah, the newish one. Let's go over here because that gives us a happiness point. So we get science, we get culture, but also we don't lose as much happiness. So we should be okay with that. So we'll do that. And yeah, narrative choice. Democracy lies at the heart of any true socialism. Okay, so it's a quest thing. Have 125 population across all settlements within 20 turns. Okay, let's do that. I think maybe we've just completed that. I think that just sort of was a thing that we already had. Okay, right, social democracy. Democracy is indispensable to the working class because only through the exercise of its democratic rights can the proletariat become aware of its class interests, says Rosa Luxemburg. Yes, Rosa Luxemburg, I completely agree with all of the things you said there. All of those words that you took and formed into a sentence, I agree with entirely and I completely understand it. So what do we get from this? We can either get a scientific attribute point, we could get a big pile of money, or we could get 1 point toward the ideology legacy path. Okay, well, let's ignore that for now. We're not bothered about that. We could either get a scientific attribute point or a big pile of cash. Okay, we'll come back to that. Hang on. What have we got over here going on? Right, Cohato, we need to buy you... Hang on a minute. Hang on. This place over here has got a railway station already. Why have we not built a factory over here? Deary me, Pench. Hang on, plus 10. Where can we get plus 10? Over here, put the factory with the lab, and we can get 10 production. So buy that in. Okay, that's wonderful. That's really helpful. And then, yes, resource allocation. Let's do this immediately. Okay, so what can we put into here? I mean, let's go for the tea. Let's go for the tea over here to get a little boost of science. So 435 science we've got. So, hang on a minute. Yeah, like that. Put the tea into there. So 435. That's the only tea we've got. So we can't do anything else with it, but that's okay. So 435, if we go in and back out again, 444. See, I think, I'm not entirely sure, but I think these are kind of empire-wide bonuses. I think they apply to everybody. So now over here in Nakhon Chase City, we've got somebody making lovely tea, which is just a lot better, isn't it? We've now got a lovely cup of tea. That's excellent stuff. Okay, right. Also, just going off on a tangent a little bit from down here, I think we can see the ideology effect now. Because, yeah, we've gone to communism. Ibn Battuta, I assume, must be a communist. Because, yeah, you're a communist. You really like us. You like us anyway. You haven't picked an ideology yet, so you still like us. But look, Friedrich, no longer completely furious with us, just, you know, being amiable and pleasant. Augustus doesn't love us anymore. Again, not being nasty, but not a big fan. And then Benjamin Franklin, yeah, used to like us because you're a communist. Trung Trac doesn't like us as much anymore because we have opposed ideologies. And yeah, Lafayette also not liking us so much. So there is the kind of ideology effect in action. And we are 75% of the way through the modern age. Let's say 74% over there, but okay. Right, down here then, I think... Yeah, I mean, if we took the big pile of money, we could use that to get Cohato Railway Station and then possibly buy a factory in quick succession. What do we get from the science points? Okay, so scientific, we've only got one. Okay, well, we've got 1 point. We're not starting on this. So here we go. 1 science per age on the palace and city halls. So what's our current science? 444. So that's going to get us up to, if we do that... I'll go into something, come back out. 483. That is not too shabby at all, is it? That's very good. And what's the next one? Science toward researching tech masteries, or 15% production toward constructing buildings. Okay, they're both very good, but we tend to buy the buildings in that we really, really need. And, I mean, 25% science toward tech masteries, that's okay. That's okay, but I'd rather, I think... in terms of our narrative choice, I'd rather go for the money. And then we can get Cohato set up with the factory pretty quickly, I think. Okay, you can work on... Your happiness is low, so you can work on a department store. You can pop that over there. Over the university. Sorry, education. There we go. So they can work on that. And hang on a minute. Axum, you can also work on a department store quite urgently. Because you're all a bit glum over there. So where do we get the most from that? Was it 7, did it say? Yeah, plus 7. That go over here, over the temple. Yeah, so there you go. Sorry, religion. So yeah, scientific attribute point. We'd probably take... I don't know which one we have. I don't think we do this. Okay, let's go for a diplomatic point. Okay, what do we go for here? We could go for... Oh, there's a couple. +2 culture and science per age for every city-state you are suzerain of. So +2 culture and science per age. So we're in the 3rd age. Is that what that means? So we get 6 per city-state. And we're 3. So we get 18 culture and 18 science. Or we could get quite a bit of happiness and settlements for each resource assigned to them. I think that's worth doing. That's worth doing because happiness is becoming a bit of an issue. So yeah, if we get an extra, 2, 3, 4 happiness, that's no bad thing. So we'll go for that. And then expansionist, plus 10% growth rate. Absolutely. Yes, we will go for that, please. So grow quicker. Growing quicker means more specialists. More specialists is more science and culture and everything else. Okay. And then over here, we'll take the money. Thank you so much. And then yes, we got the diplomatic attribute point. Oh, okay. And we have another artifact. Taking down the old temple, we've found a bath. Okay, that's exciting. Yeah, we'll claim that artifact as well. Wonderful stuff. We've got an artifact. An Axumite cache of precious stones. Oh, that's quite fancy, isn't it? Hang on. So there they are, look. Shiny gems. +4 culture. Nice. We do need the museum at some point to put more things in. But okay, there we go. That was pretty good, wasn't it? And... we've effectively got radio for free, which is quite nice. Okay, Cohato, I'm going to buy you a railway station. It can go just there, look, because that's an empty space. So that's going to magically appear. And then, soon-ish, we're going to get to buy you a factory. And then plug something into it, and that's even more railroad tycoon points. Let's put the marker thing back on. So 150 is the next kind of progress marker thing in this. It's the next kind of quest thing. I'd like to think we could get to here. Yeah, we must be earning a decent chunk each time now. So, yeah, there we go. That was pretty good. And maybe at some point as well, we are trying to do a little bit of governmental secret civic theft, aren't we? So maybe that'll come through at some point. I think it just did. Okay, so radio is now unlocked. Okay, little quote from Orson Welles there. Very nice. Did we get found out on the whole stealing thing? No. Our spy remained hidden, and we stole 1,600 culture. Okay, so now down to 3 turns. Okay, let's do that again. maybe from Ibn Battuta, because he does quite like us. So if we do get found out, he's not going to get really angry with us, I don't imagine, and then declare war. Okay, what do we research now? What's going to be handy? I mean, maybe flight? Because that's only going to take 2 turns. I think the amount of science we stole is just huge. So yeah, let's go for flight. Let's go for that, please. 2 turns to get that done. And then maybe, possibly, we could get down to rocketry? I don't think we're going to get there. We're going to have to do a lot of stealing of things, but maybe that's what we need to do. Just keep nicking tech off people. Just keep doing tech theft. We have another migrant. Okay. Let's put you to work somewhere else. What about down here, look? Can you come? Hang on, rather than walking, why don't we use the rail thing? So the rail network, as well as obviously being quite handy for the whole factory thing, also means you can just move people about. You can move people by rail, so they can appear adjacent to the other rail stations. So yeah, we can put you down here, look. You can go, boop, there you go. They appear down here. So there's Axum's railway station. We've just moved them by train down to here. And yeah, maybe, let's hope the train wasn't delayed or whatever. Right, come down here. Try and get out of this kind of active war zone that you're strolling around in. Because, yeah, that's going to be quite troublesome. But, yeah, there's a big war going on. The world is at war. We're just kind of happily ignoring that, I think. We're trying to stay out of it, which is probably quite a wise thing to do. So we won't get involved in the whole fighting thing. I can't believe we've only got 2 turns left until flight. That's a bit silly, isn't it? That is a bit silly. I like it, though. It's good. Yay for some governmental corporate theft stuff going on. Okay, back at the capital. Maybe... Ooh, what do we go for? A department store. Hang on, but the radio might be better. 7 and 4. Yeah, put it over here, over the library. Just getting rid of anything educational. Nobody needs books. Listen to the radio, everybody. Do that instead. Yeah, and the migrant can go and live over here. You can... Yeah, go there, look, for a big pile of food. Yeah, why not? That'll do. Go and work that tile. And then we've got... okay, we trained up another one of our great people. So what do? You immediately trigger a celebration. Oh, that's very good. Because our celebration, I think, has run out. And it's going to take 28 turns until the next one. I mean, the game might not be running in 28 turns. Benny Franks is going to be up in space waving at us in 28 turns, probably. So, yeah, let's do that. Let's use, oh, crikey, it's a Russenthon to trigger a celebration. Yes, do that, please. And, I forgot to put the social policies in, didn't I? But now we can do that. So, science increase... so 413 up to quite a lot. We get another slot. So that means we can put in our +3 science from specialist thing. So we get some more science. And then, yes, let's put in the proletariat thing that we got from becoming a communist. What do we take out, though? That's good. These bottom 4 are very good. That one's pretty good. I think that's our least effective one there. +2 influence from gold buildings. And the fact that we are now building radio stations and things, that gives influence anyway. So we'll take that out and put that in. So this is going to transform our science, I think. So our science is currently 413, but we're going to get an active celebration and a huge boost. So 413 up to 588. Okay, right. We're doing pretty well in terms of science then, given that, yeah, we don't do science, as a sort of inherent thing in our civilization. I think that's pretty good, isn't it? Where can we get to? Can we get to just here? Yeah, run over here, look. Oh, there's a navigable river there. We could just go sailing down the river for a bit of fun. Okay, maybe we'll do that. There's a destroyed thing over there. There's a burnt bank, dearie me. Right, okay. And I think now we've got the money to go down to Koheto and purchase you a factory. It's got to go just there. So sorry, ageless Hawilt. Away with you, history. Factories are here. Right, there we go. So let's go and assign something to Koheto's shiny new factory. So Koheto, let's pick a thing that we've got 2 resources of, just to maximize the amount of railroad tycoon points that we can get. So let's not use the fish, because we've only got 1 lot of that, and don't use the citrus. Let's not do that either. So either we should put into Koheto's factory cotton coffee, dearie me, or quinine. So quinine is about healing up units. We're not that bothered about that. The cotton is for training land units. So again, not so bothered. The coffee is 5% production extra toward constructing buildings and wonders. And of course, we stack this with another coffee to give us a 10% boost. I assume because everyone's so wired on the coffee, they're all on, so many espressos that they just build things a lot quicker. So let's go for that. So Cohato, you can have some coffee. There we go. So now I think across the entire empire, we should build buildings and wonders, not the building wonders, but build buildings 10% quicker, which of course is a very handy thing. If it's going to take 10 turns to build a building, it's now going to take 9 turns, knock an entire turn off. That is very good. I would like to, if we could get another factory up and running, get some fish, because that is 5% settlement growth rate. And that also is quite good. And as well, now over here in Krung Thep, let's take out these spices, because your happiness is okay, and put in some more kaolin clay, because you've got the kaolin clay factory. So you might as well give us another 3% culture. Oh, and thank you, by the way, to the people who pointed out in the comments on the previous video that, last time I was struggling to swap resources around, but you can only change resources when you either get a new resource added to your empire, or you build a building which gives you more resource slots. Then you can start switching things around. If you don't do that, if you're just going in just on a whim to look at your resources, you can't switch them around. You need to wait to either pick up a new one or get a new slot somewhere, and then you can start rejigging your resources. There's a little thing in the top right corner that pops up that tells you can't do anything with them. So yes, I didn't really realise that. So yeah, thank you, commenting people. Oh yes, hang on, we need to reassign this, don't we? I forgot about the spices. Let's put them over here, look, in Cohato, because Cohato's happiness is quite low. So let's try and boost that up to 8. That's not so bad. And we are going to be picking up quite a lot of railroad tycoon points now. Cohato can grow. Let's put it, here's quite tempting. Look at that, we get +6 food. So it costs us 1.3 food to have a specialist, but we get +6. It's just silly. So just here, we get food, we get gold, science, culture, and also we get a little bit of happiness here as well. So, that's a bit of a no-brainer, isn't it? We shall do that and maximise what we can. Splendid. Okay, I like that. So we're on 50 railroad tycoon points. How many do we get per turn now? So that'll help us understand. So 50 is going to go up to something else. I'm just sort of just padding time a little bit while the game works out what's going on. So here we go. 50 goes up to 58. Is that it? We get 8 per turn. Oh, that's a bit disappointing. However, we have unlocked flight. Hurrah, this is a good thing. Right, where do we go from here? Mobilization, armor, aerodynamics, and then rocketry, possibly? I'll be honest, I'm amazed we've got this far. I'm amazed that we've got this far in the science tree, given that, not that long ago we were banging rocks together while everyone else is going, hey, look, amazing science stuff. I'm pretty impressed. I'm very happy. Although 4 turns to get more culture, but also more happiness on happiness buildings, that might be quite good. More happiness is going to be useful because our happiness is coming down. So do you know what? 4 turns to go onto that. That's not too shabby. I'm okay with that. Oh, and look, now we can build aerodromes. We can build aerodromes. Okay, lots of exciting things are happening. However, over here, let's build something. What do we build? Oh, we can build tenements now for more food and such. Okay, what's going to be handy? +10 happiness would not be a bad thing at all. But maybe now, possibly some culture? Maybe an opera house or maybe a museum? They both cost 4 gold and 4 happiness to have. So do you know what? Let's go for an opera house and put it into the place where we can get the most out of it. Over there. Yeah, put it over there, please. There we go. Lovely new opera house. Okay, globalism is unlocked. That's okay. We don't need to do too much with that. I think that was more of a stepping stone, wasn't it? To hegemony over here. But that's going to take 16 turns. That's quite a long time, isn't it? Are we still going to be playing in 16 turns? Is Benny Franks going to be up in space on the moon living there? I don't know. So we'll go for that. We shall go for that. If we do get there, it might give our sort of explorers here something to do. Because at the minute, they haven't really got anything to do. They just sort of, they're wondering about having an explore, but they can't dig anything up. They're not doing archaeology. They're not doing any kind of Indiana Jones stuff. They're just having a wander about and looking at things, which I guess is okay. I guess that's fine. Oh, there's a flood over here. Do we need to repair anything? No, I don't think we do. Lovely. Hooray! Nothing's on fire over there. Splendid. Yes, it's a little way off, isn't it? But that's okay. What I'd like to do is, I'd like to get to the point where we see what happened with our little kind of espionage operation with Benny Franks. What happened there? So yeah, are we going to get caught? Are we going to get found out? And then Trung Track doesn't have the thumbs up on us anymore. Look at that. Oh, they've just got angry. Augustus is now unfriendly, and Lafayette is also unfriendly. -10 because our borders are touching. Are they? Where's Lafayette? Lafayette is... where is Lafayette? Hang on, is it over here? Oh, really? Because we share a tiny bit of oceanic border, he's got a bit grumpy about that. Okay, Lafayette, I think you need to... That's not really that important. You need to revisit your priorities there. Oh, there's a fancy wonder. Very nice indeed. The models in the game are amazing. And look, when you go into them, look, they change. So they've gone in, look, so you can now see inside the building that you couldn't see before. There's like an interior to the building, which I think is very fascinating. So it's really, when you sort of get in and look at it properly, it's very pretty. It's a very pretty game. Right, okay, so clear all that out. Do we need to go and chat to some people to do more kind of, cultural exchanges and things? And sciencey things? Oh, we can't do it quite so much. Okay, never mind. We'll save that for a little bit more espionage. I kind of feel like maybe we should have done espionage earlier, but never mind. We did not get on with it. And yeah, over here, in Mosun Khani, I think it might be worth getting a railway station set up over there and also a factory. Has that caused any problems? Is anything on fire over here? Where's the thing gone? There we go. Anything on fire? Nope. Again, all good. Just, everything's just a bit soggy around there, but nothing's exploded, which is quite encouraging. Okay. Head over to... go there. Look, that'll do. It's all a bit... There's a lot of destroyed things around here. The war is taking its toll on this part of the world. Dearie me. Okay. Can we see how long that's going to take? Oh, potentially another 6 turns, maybe. Oh no, hang on, 6 out of 15. Yeah, I think it can take between 9 and 15 turns. So, yes, we don't know how long it's going to take exactly. Okie dokie. Let's do open markets with our good buddy, Benny Franks. Hey, Benjamin, let's do open markets, please, to get some more money. Oh, and he supported it. Okay, that's even better. Okay, so money looking pretty good now. Looking very good. Yeah, so when Mosun Khani's finished over here, we could then potentially build it a railway station and then get... Why is there so much flooding happening? Stop the flooding, please. Okay, culture and culture is happiness. Happiness up to 216. That's very nice. And now let's go for... either of these. Let's go for armour. Hang on. This is all boats. Our sort of history is boaty. Let's sort of call back to our boaty history and do some sort of proper boat stuff. Look, that's the battleship. That gives us a battleship. Ibn Battuta has had those battleships over here in this pond looking at us for so long. When did he get down that end of the tree? And how has he not launched a spaceship yet? I do not know. I'm amazed. Okay, right, come down here. Can we uncover these tiles? Yes, we can. Okay, lovely. And over here, Mosun Khani. Right, okay. So let's get you a railway station. So buy a rail station, and it doesn't matter where it goes, so we'll just put it... I know, there'll do. Boop, on there. And then you should be able to get a factory. Although I can't see it right now. Where is the factory? We've built a railway station. Why are we not permitted a factory? Is it because it's on an island? Ah, right, okay. So what we need for settlements out on islands is a port as well as a rail station, I think. I think they need both. So yes, if you can't connect the settlement by rail, you then need a port. Okay, so we don't have a port over here, I don't think. We've got... What is that? That's a fishing quay. Okay, yeah, maybe a fishing quay isn't really the right kind of infrastructure to start shipping out lots of mass-produced goods from a factory. Possibly a proper port is going to be better. Okay, so we need to get a port in over here. That's going to take 9 turns. How expensive is it to buy a port? 1,912 monies. Okay, that's going to take a while. Okay, fine. How about over here then? We get something else. How about some science stuff, look? How about we get a lab? Pop a lab in over here somewhere, look. Put that in just there. That's a nice spot for it. Yay, there we go. I'm now thinking, did we need to build a railway station over here? Possibly, yes. If you can connect it via the mainland to your capital, then yes, you build a railway station. Otherwise, it's ports. I kind of feel like maybe we wasted some money on that. But you know what? It's production and culture and money and such like. It's all fine. Right, okay, one of our spying missions is done. So which one is it? Espionage status update. Okay, we nicked some stuff from Ibn Battuta, but we got found out. So we stole 2,103 culture. That's quite a lot. So now that thing we're researching is down to just 3 turns. But yes, he now knows that we're being a little bit of a sneaky spy phase. Okay, right, that's fine. And then we get a narrative choice. Enter stage left. Oh, our new opera house is up and running. Okay, the lights dim as the new opera begins. Suddenly, a scream and a massive snake slithers onto the stage. Oh, it's the big snake. Okay, right, the basilisk is back from the Chamber of Secrets. Okay, chaos erupts as citizens scramble for the exit. Ushers plead for safe evacuation as several brave guests wade against the tide in a bid to capture the interloper. Okay, right, so do we evacuate the building or do we find the snake? Okay, evacuate the building, keep people safe. Okay, there's a little kind of story going on to do with a giant snake. Okay, that's quite fun. I like that. Oh, and look at this. Okay, so Augustus, who once absolutely loved us. We had a lovely time with Augustus. Now, terrifying skullface, really angry. And also Lafayette is the same kind of a thing. Not very happy at all. Okay, is this the... Here we go, yeah. Once more into the night, the opera house is evacuated with the sound of screams after an unexpected guest star made its way onto the stage, the local giant snake, who eludes the hunters once again. Certainly, it has been an unforgettable night at the opera, where we're going to get 900 culture, which I think should finish that off. Yes. Okay, we finished this. So we can now potentially dig up the sort of antiquity age artifacts. We can get 6 culture and gold for every city-state with Suzerainov, and we get another settlement. Okay, so right, pick another civic. Now, because we've stolen a great big pile of culture, is it going to kind of spill into the next civic? I'm not quite sure. I don't know. Militarism, not so bothered. Capitalism, +1 specialist limit, or do we get a mastery of something, possibly? Do you know what? Let's try master hegemony, and then we can potentially look at building the Chengde Mountain Resort, which is a wonder, which I imagine somebody else has built, but if not, it's quite a good one. So +5% culture for every other civilization with which you have a trade route, which I think is going to be quite a lot of them. So let's just do that and just see if, against all odds, we can build ourselves a wonder, because that'd be quite nice, wouldn't it? Just to kind of wrap things up with a wonder that's sort of okay, that's kind of half decent. This place over here can grow. Let's put it over here, look. We get production and science and culture and also, of course, food. Yeah, we'll put that over there. So science, look at science and culture. Looking amazing now. Okay, over here, can we dig anything up? Can we see anything? I think it's already, they've already all gone, haven't they? They've already all gone. Botherations. Yeah, ruins from all ages have already been researched for this continent. I think, is that what that's shown? There's one left in Kazakhstania. Where's that? That's here. Okay, there's one thing left that we can go and dig up over here. Okay, can anybody see where it is? There it is. It's at the top. It is on a little island over here. which, hang on, we can get to over here, but we can't. I don't think we can get to the island. I think it's got like stone on each side. I don't think we can get to it. Okay, right. That's a ruin that's going to remain a ruin until we can parachute in. Oh, really? Okay, that's a little bit unfortunate. Okay, let's just, I don't know, go here and uncover all these tiles then. Oh, that's a bit of a shame. Our explorer got all excited then about being able to go and dig up some stuff, but no, it turns out they can't get over here because the island's got some slightly steep edges. Right, mobilization is unlocked. However, I think maybe that's come about from a little bit of scientific theft. Did we get found out? Did we get found out? Botherations. Yes, we did. Okay, minus 12 influence penalty for 10 turns. Which I imagine we also got from the other thing where we got found out. And yeah, Benny Franks now is going to be possibly a little bit grumpy with us because he knows that we're nicking stuff from him. But we did get 6,297 science, which is just a ludicrous amount. So, okay, that's good. And I think whatever we pick next is going to effectively be free. Yeah, armor, look. Armor completely free. So we've mastered radio. We've got mobilization so we can build big exciting boats. And now we can get armor for free. So next up will be aerodynamics, if we can get to that point. So yeah, we'll get armor done for free. Thank you. That's exciting. And then, yeah, you can just wander about over here, look. Go and have a look around that part of the world. We have got somebody making peace. So this is good. So, you know, well, is it good? Actually, is it that good? I think really want all the Civs to be fighting each other so they're not fighting us. However, something that is good is that look at that. Friedrich here has got a smiley, happy face, which we've not really seen at all, I don't think, and a thumbs up. He's giving us a thumbs aloft. Oh, this is very exciting. So I assume that, yeah, we've got one. Have you chosen a thing yet? Have you chosen an ideology? No, you haven't got that far. Oh, Catherine. Even we've got that far. We've got to that point, and we're a bit rubbish, but okay. So yeah, there we go. So yeah, we've sort of got happy, friendly faces with 3 people. Friedrich is, happy, but he doesn't love us, but he's getting there. But yes, these have now got a little bit grumpier. So I think what we'll do is, we are 82% of the way through the age. And I think, yes, if that gets up to 100, and the age ends without somebody doing one of the victory condition things, then I think that's kind of it. I think there's like a score victory or something, so I don't imagine we'll win a score victory, but we shall see what happens. But yeah, maybe next time when we come back, it'll all wrap up. Maybe that's what's going to happen. I don't really know. But yeah, we'll keep trying. We'll keep on sort of plugging away and doing science and doing everything else, and we'll get this done. Armour is going to be done next turn. So possibly, if you lot can just hang around for a bit longer, and not head off into space, we might be able to possibly get like a sort of a launch pad or something up and running. We might be able to do that. I'm not entirely sure. Do you know one thing we are going to do though? One thing we are going to do. Hello there. Can we also steal some science from you again, please? Because you've got loads of it. You could just share it with us, but no, you're not sharing. So we're going to have to nick it. Sorry about that. But there we go. And with that done, I think we can wrap things up for now. And then, yeah, we'll come back next time. Hang on. No. A big pile of money. What are we doing? Over here. Let's purchase a port. Okay. Put a port in over here, look. That's 10 gold per turn. Yeah, put a port in over there. And can we now build a factory? Can we now do a factory? Yes, we can. Bother. Okay, right. Well, there we go. So also next time, we can get a factory up and running over here in Mosin Carney. And then, yeah, get a few more Railroad Tycoon points. And just see how well we do with that as well. So, yes, plenty to do when we come back. But yes, we shall actually finish things up for now because I don't think I've forgotten anything else. Hopefully you are still enjoying this. If you are, please do leave a like. That would be most marvellous indeed. And also, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with how we get on here next time out in Civilization 7. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I'll see you next time. Oh no, not the piggy wigs. Want them to be healthy. Happy pigs, please. Raspberries everywhere. I went through and sold a load of turkeys as well, and they still come back. They're still coming back to haunt me. The soil moisture's going down. We need rain. What's going